Gold traded in range yet again, failing to go past 1660 on the downside, 1678.80 zone on the upside. At the same time, silver traded bearish, I told you, below 1920. You can expect we may see a little drop towards 1880 levels, and it has achieved close to same levels. I hope you all profited. Now what can be expected today? Which position you should take in order to profit? We will see with the help of charts and indicators. Missing on to subscribe this channel is missing on the profits. Do like, share, subscribe and comment. Do press the bell icon. Next update on gold will be up before the US cash session, so do watch that also. Let's start. First we'll look into gold, followed with silver. Do watch till the end, do listen to it carefully. Now look at the hourly charts. See, after getting the resistance at 1675, it is trying to retrace a little. Yes, there is going to be a support at 1667, 1665 and 1660 levels. So yes, it has to trade below these levels for it to sustain the bearish momentum. Yes, you can sell there at 1667, expect it to drop a little. But remember, again the same level 1665 and 1660 levels should come into picture. Very strong support at 1660. Below that we may see a good drop. Same levels what we had seen yesterday. Again we are looking at the same levels 1654, 1651, 1647, 1641. Yes, and below 1641 it can crash strongly on the downside. You have to trade with caution. At the same time, on the upside, see, it is trying to consolidate. So far it is just consolidating. You can see lower highs, you can see higher lows, and it is fairly trading in range so far. A breakout is awaited. Let's see which direction it can be expected. Directional movement on the hourly charts is bullish. Our stochastic is looking downwards. The MACD is trying to converge and cross over for a sell entry. RSI is looking downwards. Likewise on the 2-hour chart, similar is the observation. This time it is trying to take a break with a little red candle, but at the same time look at the red candles and look at the highs and look at the lows here. Precisely trying to trade in this zone, and yet you have to be careful about 1667 and about 1677. For these $10 you should avoid taking a trade here. So above 1677, yes, you can expect that we may see 1680, and beyond that we may see it flying high. Below 1667, yes, there are support levels as I had already shared. Just wait for a little while and I'll give you the trading levels completely. Directional movement looking downwards, indicating for a drop. The MACD is trying to converge here. RSI is looking downwards, and if you look at the 3-hour charts, on the 3-hour chart, see, now despite this being the third red candle, yes, it has to breach past the supports here at first 1670 and then below that 1667. Yes, if it drops and completes below this, then you can expect another round of good drop, which might take it further down towards 1665 and 1660 levels. You have to be cautious till towards 1667 on the downside, 1677 on the upside. Directional movement moderately bullish, stochastic looking downwards. The MACD is bullish, trying to converge, and RSI looking downwards, indicating moderate bearishness. And now look at the 4-hour charts. On the 4-hour charts, this appears to give a breakout. If it breaks below this zone this time, certainly you can confirm that it is trying to. Now the retracement or the consolidation is over. Now we are looking forward to another red journey, another bearish journey from here, and it can give you stronger bearish movements from here. At the same time, breaking beyond 1680 confirm this for a reversal. Why I am saying so? Now see, after this it tried to make a base here. Now it has tried to make a base here. It failed to beat past 1660 levels on the downside. Yes, that is what makes me say so that it can reverse on the upside too, and continue with its bullish journey. So be careful till 1660. It can still bounce back. Directional movement moderately bearish, stochastic looking downward. The MACD has crossed over, and this is green. This is divergent. This is bullish. RSI looking downwards, and on the daily charts. Now look at the daily charts here. If you look at the daily charts, higher lows are seen moderately, lower highs are definitely there, trying to restrain its movement between this. Yes, it can come down to 1664, 65 zone, 1663, 62, 61. Yes, till 1660. Yes, should not be considered as bearish. It can reverse any point of time. Any drop below 1660 will begin its bearish journey again, and it can give you equal size of big red candle, which can bring $35. Remember, the inflation data from the US is going to be the driving factor for the day for US and gold. So US markets and gold both will depend on the CPI data. Which direction it takes will give it will depend on the inflation data. So be careful. Yes, it can give you a strong breakout. Breaking below 1660 certainly will call for a very good move, which might in fact take it till towards 1640 levels. And if it breaks this, certainly more bearishness can be expected. Directional movement is bearish here. Stochastic is oversold, and yes, it is looking upwards. That is one important observation. At the same time, the MACD is on the verge of a crossover. It is not yet crossed over. It is in green. It is on the verge of a crossover. RSI trading flat. Considering this, sell at 1667 and buy at 1677. Below 1667, you can expect 1665, 64, and then 1661 levels, which is going to be a very good support. Below that, you can expect 1654, 1650 and 1647 levels. Below that, you can expect 1641. Below 1640, you can expect another round of good drop. See, these are markets you have to trail. You have to first put a trailing stop loss and always trade with a stop loss at cost, because if you expect that the news might bring volatility, you have to put a stop loss at cost and just wait for it to take the direction. Also put a take profit at the same time, such that if it takes a direction in a single spike, at least it achieves your target. And if you put a trailing stop loss, that will definitely also help, that if it reverses, your trade closes in profit. So trade accordingly, trade with a trailing stop loss, trade with a strict stop loss. Above 1677, you can expect 1681, 1684, and then beyond that 1691 and 1700 can be expected. So take your trades accordingly, trade with a stop loss. And yes, if you want to learn this art of trading profitably, taking right entries and right exits at the right time, you can join my mentorship batch. The 16th batch starts on 7th of November. Be a part of it. 15 days, lifetime support, and yes, 90 minutes live webinar daily will definitely help you become a proficient and experienced trader. So yes, you can, if this should be your first step on the path of becoming an independent trader, reach out to me for more details. My Telegram and email IDs are mentioned in the channel and video description. Else you can just be part of my signals group and definitely enjoy and trade with as per the signals and profit accordingly. Reach out to me for more details. If not, just become a patron and support. The patron link is also mentioned in the channel and video description. Now let's have a look at the silver's move. Silver again trying to trade bearish. As I told you, yes, it is trying to trade in this channel. The bottom of this channel now are at 1880 and in fact 1870 levels. Now the very strong support, as I told you yesterday also, 1860, 1840. These are the two levels which are very strong support for silver. Breaking below 1840 will call more bearishness. Now look at the hourly charts. Yes, it has got the resistance at 1910 and again trying to reverse from there, and this is looking forward to another round of red candle. The next support it is looking forward to is 1895. Below that you can expect 1885, 1880, and then below that we can expect a good drop. So buy above 1910, but then 1920 is definitely a stronger resistance. Remember this fact. Directional movement, divergent bearish. Stochastic looking downwards. The MACD is trying to converge. RSI looking downwards. And if you look at the 2-hour charts, on the 2-hour chart, see, after a retracement, it is again trying to take a drop, and possibly this may be the journey for it to see. Whenever it retraces, is followed up with a series of red candle. Again retracement and series of red candles can be expected. Where it can head towards, yes, my expectation for 1680 is there, and then below that, yes, you can expect 1670, 1660, 1870, 1860. Sorry, I messed up with gold. So yes, if it trades below this zone at 1895, you can expect 1890, 1880, and then below that you can expect 1870, 1860. Very strong support at 1860. Directional movement, divergent and bearish. Stochastic looking downwards. The MACD is in green. It is trying to converge. RSI at bottom. Likewise on the 3-hour charts. See, on the 3-hour charts, it is trying to come back to the, and yes, probably 1890 may give it a support. Below that you can look, it may look forward to 1880. 1880 is a very good support. 1870, 1860, 1840. Just mark out these three numbers again. 1870, 1860, 1840. Yesterday also I told you about the same numbers. Again I am telling you these numbers are going to be important for the day. On the upside, you can buy here at 1910. Beyond 1910, certainly you can expect more bullishness. So in between 1890 and 1910, do not trade for these 20 cents. Directional movement is bearish. Stochastic is flat. MACD is in green and it has not yet crossed over. On the sell side, neither it is divergent. So let's see if it takes a direction. RSI trading flat at the bottom again. On the 4-hour charts, yes, it is trying to take a dip from here. Lower highs are seen, trying to take a dip. Yes, it can achieve lower lows. The support there at 1880 is strong. 1880, then 1875, 70, 60. So yes, still 60 it has got very good support. Below that we may see a very good drop. See, smaller movements so far trading in this channel. I'll expect it to give you a breakout below 1860. Certainly you can expect a good breakout below 1860. You can expect 1840 levels, and below that we may see further sharper drop. Direction movement divergent bearish. Stochastic looking upwards. The MACD has been trading in the bearish zone. It is trying to converge crossover. So yes, beyond 1910 you can expect that we are looking at 1920, 1930, 1940. Till 1950, silver has extreme resistance, very good resistance. RSI at bottom. Now look at the daily charts. On the daily chart, see again the candle is started in red, lower highs, and it is trying to take in red. It can give you similar size of red candle. If it continues to trade bearish from here, we can certainly expect that it is looking forward to 1870, 60. So yes, sell at 1890, expect it to continue with the bearish momentum. Till 1860 it has got very strong support. You have to trade with the trailing stop loss till 1860. Below that you can expect 1840 levels. The next support level will come into picture only at 1840, which is very strong support. If not today, tomorrow it will get definitely achieved. And below 1840 certainly it can take another strong bearish momentum. It can continue to drop. We can see 1820, 1800 giving it a very strong support. So sell at 1890. At the same time, on the upside, buy at 1910, expect 1920, 30, 40, 50. Till 50, it has got very strong resistance. So, beyond 1950 only we can consider that as bullish, and then beyond that you can expect it to fly more. So, yes, do not trade between 1890, 1910. In between these 20 cents, trade with caution. Trade with extreme caution in between these 20 cents. So, trade with a stop loss, trade with a trailing stop loss. Join my mentorship batch, join my Signals group, become a pattern, support the effort. Reach out to me for any of your trading and trading queries. Thank you very much. Have a great profitable trading day ahead. Thank you.